G'day guys, Q-Boner here. Just home from work at the moment. Well, been home for a wee while, but I'm in about an hour and a half. I'm off to go donate blood, and I thought that sort of sparked a little idea. I might do a quick video on medical kits that you can carry around with you, because you know, just as a general thing, I think, you know, donating blood might be a nice thing to do. You might save someone's life or yourself or something like that. Apparently 4% of the people in New Zealand do it, so join a minority. This is my EDC bag. I don't know if I think you might have seen it briefly in the car survival kit video I did. It's a little Rush 12 by 511 Tactical. Nice little bag, lots of organisation. It's like the 72. I like the 72's organisation, but just not the suspension system on it. Like, it just didn't carry well, I thought. But the 12 was real nice. It's a smaller version. It's not meant to carry as heavy stuff, and it's perfectly comfortable for the amount of stuff you need to carry in it. Anyway, so I've just got a little thing on the front, my blood type and a New Zealand flag and tan. Now, it's not a huge medical kit. It's just something that I sort of have based on what I know how to use. The types of injuries I'm not planning on coming across, but most likely to come across when I've got this with me, which will be either out and about just doing regular things, in which case the main problem for me, the main concern would be another earthquake where there's multiple casualties and and I might be around and have to try and help some people out. So little things. Or in a car and you're first attending a car accident. I've got a big medical bag in the car, in the boot, and then I've got a little kit in the glove box as well, and then I usually have this because if I'm going away from the car for however long, I'll grab the little bag and take it with me because it's not big. Anyway, so nothing too super technical. I've got a resuscitation mask, just because if you have time to do CPR on someone, and if you can catch various things if someone's contaminated with some form of disease or whatever, so it's good to have with you if you can remember to use it. 2 little ampules of saline solution, just because you might need to irrigate eyes or something like that. You want some nice clean water for it. Another reason for carrying a bottle of water in my EDC bag as well is because there's a lot of people after the earthquakes that I saw, like you see on TV and things, and it's just dust everywhere from all the buildings that have collapsed, and it's the kind of thing that you see it after the World Trade Center being hit by planes and whatnot, and there's just crap everywhere and all in people's eyes and noses, and it'd be good to be able to sort of rinse your eyes out, I suppose. So that's another reason I carry some liquids in there, to be able to irrigate things. Just a few little band-aids. They're not essential for life-threatening injuries, but they're good to have if you cut yourself or someone else cuts themselves. One set of, or is there 2 in there? There might be, no, it's just the 1 set of latex gloves. Just because, again, if you're dealing with lots of blood and you might be cut or something like that, you don't want to get, it's your sort of safety first. Got a pair of trauma shears, just off eBay. Says stainless steel, made in Pakistan. They cut things perfectly well. I gave them a wee test. Just cheapish ones. They all seem to be much of a muchness to me. Whistle, just because one of those general purpose things to have in a little EDC bag. 2 little crepe bandages. These can be used for plugging larger wounds or deep lacerations. And what have we got there? That's a triangle bandage. It's always good to have a larger bandage, or even you can probably make do with a bandana or something like that, but this is sterile as well. It's all nice and pre-packaged. Some of the triangle bandages have plenty of uses. I've got more somewhere else, not in this bag I don't think, but just more. Large sterile gauze dressing, so that again could be used for either splinting an arm, or you could pack a large wound with it or something like that. There's another 2 of the little gauze dressings tucked in there. There's another one underneath it as well. I've got survival thermal heat shield blanket, just for people that might be in shock, or yourself. And it's also, you know, it's a multi-use item. It doesn't need to be first aid. If you get in a situation and you have the bag with you and you need something to keep you a little bit warmer, you can have a little survival blanket. I've used the bags, don't like the bags, just for reference. If anyone's thinking about getting one of those, use the blankets. They let air in and you don't sweat inside of them and get wet and gross and cold. An old, I think it's like a Swedish Army dressing. I've got a bunch of these lying around. I got them from the Army surplus store that was in Christchurch. They're like $1 each or something, and they're all packaged and everything. I was like, oh, sweet, grabbed a bunch of them. So I've got them in a few kits, and I've got some more backup stored away. What else do I have here? Oh, a little roll of strapping tape, nothing flash. I have, what are those, 2 little disposable ponchos. No, that's a wire saw. And then some light diffusers. I've got a couple of Sharpies and just a regular pen in case you need to write something down, or write on someone, or detail something on someone you've dealt to, or whatever. Then I've got a little pry bar thingy that I made a while ago, just something that's smallish, compact and flat that you can sort of slip in a bag. That has multiple uses, but you might need to lever someone's arm out of something or under something or whatever. Might be potentially useful. I've used it before, helping my mate break into his car when he locked his keys in it, getting the window open and so you can get your arm in. But that's basically the medical kit that I carry in my bag. I don't carry anything on my person, although it might be a good idea to carry something. No tourniquet in here. If I need tourniquets, well, shit out of luck, I can improvise. I've got paracord in here and stuff as well. I've got tourniquets in my bug out bag, slash hunting pack, and in my shooting bag in my little shooting sort of stuff that I take out when I go out hunting, slash rabbit shooting, which I do quite often. And I've got a tourniquet in the big car bag as well, actually, but not in this, just because it's a little bag. I've sort of got it all nice and tidy and compact. The other thing I'd say for a medical prep would be going to a course in some kind of first aid. I did a comprehensive first aid course with the New Zealand branch of the Red Cross. It's like 2 days, 2 full days of going in and learning and doing hands-on stuff and things like that. It was a good course. It's, you know, it's useful to help you actually, you know, as everyone says, it does survival and things like that. You know, it's the skills you know rather than the equipment you carry. So, you know, go out, just take the time, do a course. You might save your life or someone else's, and then 2 days is definitely going to be worth it. And however much it costs you, mine got paid for me with work. Work paid me to do it because we're in the butchery, and we only had one guy in first aid, and he's almost cut his thumb off before, and like on the bandsaw, and well, cut his thumb almost off before. So we needed a few extra first aiders, and so a few people from work got put through because some of the ones that were first aiders left. But yeah, it's a useful thing to be able to know how to do. Some basic gear definitely helps you to optimise the, well, you know, improve on the training you've done. You know, basic things. The guy that took me for mine, he was an ex-fire chief in New York, and he left. He got to New Zealand like 2 days before the September 11 attacks, he said, and a bunch of his mates from his firehouse died. But so he was quite passionate about all this stuff. Yeah, he recommended if you could only carry a few things, it would be a triangle bandage and a big bit of gauze, or just a big sort of bandage, yeah, spongy, gauzy thing, just because he said most of the time there's serious injuries you can fix. Well, the majority of injuries you can fix with those are quite great, and slings and tourniquets you can do with the triangle bandage, all the other sort of little bits and bobs. But yeah, so if you want to carry something in a cargo pants pocket or something like that, that'd be what I'd recommend. I don't have cargo pants or shorts at the moment. Something, I don't know, I might put them in. I've just ordered a few pairs of, a pair of some True Spec 24/7 pants. Thought I'd give them a try before I fork out for a few more because they're not the cheapest. But rightio guys, hopefully you enjoy the video, and if you have any questions, give us a yell. Awesome, cheers.